This girl was always a little off. She loved biting small animals to death, like this rabbit she's holding right now. But her brother never once blamed her. Every time, he'd gently wipe the blood from the corner of her mouth. And every time, she'd mumble gibberish and toss the dead animal right onto her brother. He never dared get mad. Honestly, he was terrified of her. Her name was Nayuta, and she was basically born a demon. Before she was even born, a sorcerer had prophesied that a horned child of evil would enter this world. This child would tear through its mother's womb, have no human heart, speak in cruel and incomprehensible words, and one day destroy the world with its own hands. So after Nayuta was born, people who believed the prophecy would gather outside their home screaming for her death. Luckily, it's a modern society with laws. The police kept the mob under control, but the family was basically trapped inside their own house. Nayuta's horns had killed their mother during childbirth, but their father never blamed her for it, and he didn't buy the prophecy either. To him, Nayuta was just a normal kid, the child his wife carried for 9 months. They were family, plain and simple. Her brother Kenshi felt the exact same way. She was his little sister, and no matter what, he'd protect her. But the very next day, their father was found dead downstairs, killed by the believers. The killers faced justice, which quieted things down for a while. But now all the weight fell on Kenshi's shoulders. To take care of his sister, Kenshi had to drop out and find work. Most employers didn't even believe the prophecy, but they still cared about their reputation. The second they found out he was the demon child's brother, they'd fire him on the spot. Kenshi had nowhere to turn. He stared at his empty wallet and let out a long sigh. What he made this time wasn't even enough to feed them both. And even though the two of them were already living like this, the believers still wouldn't leave them alone. Some old lady showed up every day with a megaphone, demanding the government execute Nayuta to save the world. After all, regular civilians can't just go killing people. That's illegal. And as luck would have it, a politician running for mayor heard her ranting while out campaigning. He told the crowd the real threat wasn't some prophesied child. It was foreign nukes and military power. No sorcerer can destroy the world. To prove it, he even brought out a top-tier master sorcerer. In his view, magic was just a relic of the past. At best, you could summon a few primitive weapons. How could that ever destroy the world? Even so, the believers wouldn't budge. They were still convinced Nayuta would destroy the world. And slowly, even Kenshi started to waver. Over the years, he'd seen her twist a mouse's head clean off, tear apart a puppy, even eat animals raw. He had no clue what was going on inside her head. But even if Nayuta really was going to destroy the world, she was still his sister. As her big brother, he had to be there for her. But the second he got home, he found Nayuta eating raw sparrow sashimi. He'd seen it 100 times before, but it still scared the hell out of him. Looking at the blade scattered around her, and having just witnessed magic himself, Kenshi finally accepted it. His sister really could use magic. Right then, Nayuta picked up a sparrow and tossed it onto him. Kenshi didn't get it, but he took a breath and calmly told her, randomly killing small animals is wrong. Sure, people eat birds, but you can't just torture them like that. And stop throwing dead stuff on me. But Nayuta wasn't even listening. Left with no choice, Kenshi went and made dinner. Nayuta was small, but her appetite was insane. 3 bowls of rice, and she still wasn't full. Kenshi always gave her half of his own plate, too. Kenshi couldn't understand a single word Nayuta said, but he always felt she had her own way of expressing herself. So every day, he'd sit down and try to teach her how to talk normally, but she'd only ever come back with scrambled, nonsensical words. Kenshi really wanted to know what was going on inside that little head, but the language barrier made it impossible. Her behavior left him completely lost. He didn't know whether to fear her or love her, but as her big brother, in the end, he chose love. But little did he know, that very same night, Nayuta stirred up more trouble. After he fell asleep, she snuck out to a farm, used her magic to slaughter every single cow, and hauled them all back home. What Kenshi didn't know was, she did it because she was afraid her brother would go hungry. He got fired again today and still gave her half his dinner. She just wanted to stock up food for him. But Kenshi had no idea. The next morning, he woke up to find the doorstep piled high with beef. He felt like his world was caving in. But even after all this, Kenshi didn't blame Nayuta once. He sent her inside to eat breakfast while he stood at the door, desperately apologizing to the farmer. Kenshi had helped out at the farm during busy seasons before, so the farmer knew his character and trusted him. They knew it had to be Nayuta's magic. They told Kenshi to hand her over to the police. Her power was too dangerous. This time it was cattle. Next time it could be people. But Kenshi took all the blame himself. Nobody actually believed he was capable of it, but he insisted it was him. And to cover the damages, he handed over every cent his parents had left behind. Seeing that, the farmer finally let it go. But they warned him. Nayuta had no human heart. There was no way they'd ever truly understand each other. If things kept going like this, one day she'd cause an even bigger disaster. And so, after using everything his parents left him to settle this mess, life got even harder than before. He had to work multiple jobs every single day just to barely scrape by. But thankfully, from that point on, Nayuta didn't cause any more trouble. In the days that followed, she stayed home every day reading, and slowly even learned to write. As she thought back on all those little moments with her brother, Nayuta seemed to finally understand just how hard things had been for him.